Hi guys. Sorry, I was like, I always struggle finding where my mute and unmute button is on OBS. um, but hi guys, I was so confused why the song was playing till I checked. But hi, how's everyone? I hope everyone's good. I have an early-ish stream. I say early-ish because I know it's like 3 p.m. for some of you guys. But early-ish stream. So I don't know if you guys have seen the Vanguard the Vanguard Twitter page yet, but pregnancy, huh? Honey, I am a pure maiden. I would I can't be a mother. Have you looked at me? Double weekend stream. I know, for once I stream both days on the weekend. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look over at the Vanguard Twitter just yet. It just posted right now, which is why I was like, oh, I'll schedule the stream to be at around the same time. Have you perhaps checked if your pants are on fire? No. Are you going to finally announce that Kiyamoma and I are getting married? The world needs to know. No, you're not. Stay away from that woman. Stay away from her. You're this. I spit on you. Disgusting. I keep your filthy hands away from her. But yeah. So I just want to go over a little quick announcement, essentially. So this week is my last week as Vanguard Orca. Just due to management differences, is I guess how to say it, and some other things. I talked it out with management, so it's not like any like bad feelings or anything like that. Like I'm still friends with everyone, and I'm still on good terms with everyone as well. But this will be my last week with Vanguard, and then starting next week I'll go back to being indie, basically. Or I'll not go back, but I'll basically start off as being indie. But yeah. Ruh-roh. What do you mean, ruh-oh? It's okay. Everything's okay. Nothing's on fire. Don't worry, guys. Everything's all chill. Everything's okay. Huh? Imagine I'm like, yeah, today's my last day. Like I'm gonna graduate next week. Bye, guys. I just dip out. No, I'm kidding. No. But yeah. So to be honest, nothing really is gonna change too much in terms of like streams or anything. Like I said, I'm still friends with everyone still at Vanguard. So there's no like, oh, I can't stream with like my former gen mates or anything like that, or anything. Everything will be fine. Everything's normal. Just in general, I will just be an indie channel. Moving, I believe, this Saturday, the 13th, will be my final day with Vanguard, and then after that, we'll kind of be on our own. We'll be on our own, guys. Jobless speedrun. So true. You betray me. You break up my heart. What do you mean? Everything's gonna be the same for the most part. There will be like, I don't really think too much of a difference. I think the only thing that you'll notice is I'll just take Vanguard out of my name for things. So like my Twitter won't have the Vanguard name in there anymore, or like the links or stuff like that. But yeah, no bad blood or anything. Everything was like settled between like management and I. Like no issue, no problem or anything. Everything, like, to be honest, everything just went very smoothly. It was just a couple of differences that like both parties kind of it's just little I guess, like, what is it the Hall Live girls always say? It's like management disputes or management differences. I forgot what what I mean. They're just like different direction essentially of things, which is fine. It happens, right? That's just how like jobs work, right? Yeah, so nothing too crazy is gonna happen. Everything's gonna be fine. I wanted to post this, or I wanted to stream as the announcement went out, so that way people wouldn't be online being like, oh my god, Kiyama's fucking dead. Like, she's leaving Vanguard or anything, right? Or I didn't want people to confuse the announcement to be like a graduation announcement, because I'm not graduating or anything. It's just that, I'm just not gonna be under the Vanguard name anymore. So yeah, I wanted to make sure people understood, like, I'm not graduating, I'll still be here. It's just as an indie VTuber, you know. But yeah, hi Saf, don't worry, Saf, we'll still be friends, we'll still be together, you be available. Did Mr. Potter give you his sock? Are you free? Killer said free orca now. One Discord server. Oh, actually, funny you mentioned that. If you go onto the Twitter, I believe there is a Discord link attached to it. So there should be a link for the Discord attached to the thingy, the announcement. There we go. If not, I will go ahead. I will post. I'll post the link here as well, so you guys can also go to it. Let me know if that works. So yes, you guys will have access to my server now, basically. I do ask though, I have the rules there specified, but I'll go over some of the rules with you in my server right now, just to kind of, at least you guys get a warning or of everything, right? Like, I want to make sure you guys understand. So general rules, just make sure that you don't say anything offensive or anything bad. So that includes like racism, homophobia, sexism, any other form of discrimination, right? Like, depending on how severe, how bad, how common you do it, like, you most likely get banned. Especially if you're a repeat offender, right? You'll get banned for that. Please don't post anything controversial or like really sensitive topics. And then again, depending on the severity of that or the consistency of that, like, again, you either be warned or banned. And then preferably, actually, well, not preferably, kind of really, I don't really want it. Just try not to send any explicit or like sexually explicit or inappropriate messages in the server. I know here on my stream, I'll say a couple of jokes here or there, right? We'll kind of like, banter, things like that, right? But just because the server will have like different people in it and things like that, like, I don't want those type of topics to set a specific tone of the kind of community I want to build, at least on the server. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes on stream it's one thing, right? But I don't want people to feel uncomfortable in the server, right? I want the server to feel like a safe space for everyone. So just please, like, don't send anything that would maybe make someone feel uncomfortable. And if someone does voice that they're uncomfortable with something, like, please, like, don't continue, right? Like, stop or anything. If there's anything that you aren't sure you're allowed to send or allowed to mention, like, you can let me know. I do have there's if you guys need to at the mods, it's basically me and Jay like the letter. We are the judge, juries, and executioners of the server. So if anything happens, just let us know. We'll try to handle it. But for right now, it's just like a little small, because my community, I think my community is kind of small. I like how it's small, tight knit, right? But since it's small, I don't have a ton of support just yet. So me and Jay will try our best to make sure everything stays like moderated and all fun and dandy in there, basically, right? And then another thing too, for just general like channel rules and everything, like, I'll go over these as well. Try to use the correct channels to stay on topic. Like, don't go into, for example, like, don't go into the anime one and start talking about like your favorite song or something, right? Like, unless it's related to like the anime opening or something, right? But or don't go into the gaming one and be like, hey guys, have you read this book? Like, randomly, right? Type of thing, like things like that, right? Just try to stay on topic if you can, and if it does lead into a conversation, lead somewhere else, just go ahead, post it into a different channel, right? Like, and then as a channel or as the server will grow too, I'll probably add more things as we go. But for right now, it's just like the bare bone basics of like general, off topic, gaming, anime, art, stuff like that, right? Also, don't spam messages as well. I think that's usually like a given for most servers, right, of spam, but don't spam things. Because if you spam, I think I believe I do have like a moderation for spam. And also some people might find that really annoying. So please don't do it. I know I find spam annoying sometimes too. So there's a chance that if you end up spamming a message too much, you'll just be smited on the spot. And then as for language, I know that I speak both English and Spanish, and I'm trying to learn some Japanese, but just to keep things simple, because also Jay doesn't speak Spanish or Japanese or anything, please just keep the server to English only. Like if you say anything in a different language, like keep it to the bare bone minimum, like maybe like replace one word type of thing, right, in that sentence, but don't like type full on messages in a different language, just to keep moderation really simple. You know, and to make other people in the community feel very included, as if, you know, if the server gets big enough to the point where other languages may be needed, it will depend if I'm able to get moderation assistance, you know, to keep everyone in, you know, make sure everyone's like safe, everyone's having a good time in the server, right? And then again, like just no NSFW. As you guys noticed too, if you guys are on the server, there's no NSFW like chat room or anything. This kind of ties into like the no sexually explicit or inappropriate messages, right? You know, we want to make sure the server is like friendly and and not like a degenerate place. But yeah, and then also this is also kind of a given too, right? But just don't reveal any personal information about yourself that may dox or endanger you. So don't say like, hey, I'm from this small town in, you know, like Montana or something, I live right next to, you know, stuff like that or anything. You know, like don't post like preferably too, like don't turn on your webcam in VC just to make sure like no one sees your identity type of thing, right? I specified in there too that unless you have like a virtual camera, so because like VTubers, right, can turn on their webcams and show their model, right? Like that's fine, that's okay, right? But preferably, you know, just don't like do anything that may endanger you or like reveal too much information about yourself. And again, this might be more of like a based on your own judgment type of thing. But this rule is more in place just to make sure that people are safe and they don't like, you know, post anything that they shouldn't or accidentally endanger themselves, right? And then like last rule, basically, you know, if you don't know if you can post something, if you don't know the answer to it, right, just reach out to me or Jay. We'll tell you if something's okay to be posted or not, you know, and me and Jay communicate a lot with each other. So if he doesn't know the answer, if I don't know the answer, right, like we'll talk to each other and see like, oh, okay, we'll and then depending on like certain things, the rules may change along the way, things like that, right? But for right now, I think these are good base rules, right? I think these are good like starter rules and everything. You need to react to the roles to gain access into the server. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys have any questions, any concerns, right? But those are kind of like what I wanted to go through, at least entering the server. Oh my god, I'm seeing everyone join in. But yeah, are you referring to my German or my baguette? No, it's just in general, because I do get people you know, speaking different languages, right, which is fine. And in stream sometimes I try my best to accommodate things, right? But in the server, just to make things easier, like just preferably like just English, because I know even though I speak Spanish, my Spanish is not well enough for me to be like, okay, I think I can moderate like a server with just Spanish as well, right? Things like that. But yeah, if I say my name's Karma, will I get banned? Of course, Karma. No, okay, no, you're fine. Goblin, you just being gremlin. Those are pretty straightforward. Yeah, I think they're also like pretty common rules, right, in a server, like nothing too crazy or wild, wacky, you know. I don't know, I think this is just generally pretty simple things to understand. And then yeah, I have some emotes in the server too, I have some stickers in the server, and then hopefully as people join in too, we you know, I'll have some boosts and things like that, as well as we can add more cool things into it. But yeah, I'm praying that I have all the permissions properly set up. I've only set up a couple of Discord servers before, and the permissions and like access to things always kind of trip me up because I end up overthinking it. But you know, hopefully everything's fine. If you guys notice something's probably not supposed to work a certain way, just let me know. Again, the server, you know, it's kind of a work in progress as of now. But hopefully, you know, as the community grows, you know, everything will be okay. But yeah. Hee hee har har, I am the Loot Goblin. Hear me screech. I I get out of the shower to this, I'm gonna krill myself. Why? And a Yami trying to marry a Kiyamama? No one. You know what? I'm gonna ban the word Kiyamama on my server. I'll do it. Don't test me, guys. Do you have that? Do I have what? Yami marrying my mom? No. Keep the poor woman out of this. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that I'm gonna add later, but I can't think of it right now. It's just again, it's gonna be like a little bit of a work in progress, right? But I hope that people enjoy the server. You know, I hope it's a cute little server that everyone likes and has fun with. You know, and then I'll probably post some sort of events like here and there and stuff. It just depends like how often I can do some. It might be things from like ranging from like game night to movie night to things like that. You know, but yeah. And then I might add this feature later on, but I might add a feature of like specifying if people are able to like ping you or at you, you know, or DM you, stuff like that and everything, because I know some people aren't comfortable with like strangers like reaching out to them being like, hey, in the DMs, right? So I'll probably add that as a role too. And then I might add like an ideas page too. So just little things I was like, oh, maybe I should add this later on, but who knows? And one in a Krillian proceeds to krill himself in one of if you do, we'll simply find another way to miss Orc. No. But yeah, I think that's basically it for right now in terms of like Vanguard, me, the server, things like that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Do you guys have any questions? I don't know. It's Q&A panel open. Anything? I think everything's kind of straightforward. I don't think there's too much like, you know, up in the air or crazy or anything. But yeah. Shrimp puns are funny. Krill me, my life sucks. Every time I think of krills, I always think of the movie Shark Tales, where there's like that shrimp, whatever, like the shark's about to eat him, and he's like, no, don't kill me. I have what does he say? He's like, I have a niece who's my sister passed away, and the baby was born with no arms or legs, and so I need to work every day to fuck. I forgot what that stupid ass shrimp says, but I always think of that whole thing. Memes, the building block of the soul. Oh, do I not? I don't have a memes page yet. You're right. Can I add that right now? I'm scared to add it right now and then like hold on. I don't know why permissions just scare me so bad in Discord. Like every time I'd update something on the server, I kept like, because you know on Discord there's like that role, you can like view the server as like a role type of thing, right? I kept like going through like the roles being like, okay, this worked, this looked fine, these things like that, right? Stupid ass shrimp. Isn't that a ban? No. No meme page sad. Here, let me add one right now. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Imagine I had to delete the server on accident. Whoopsie. Hold on. Hold on. It's being formed. You can't avoid the bane of people. They are full of perseverance, fueled by the dying soul of the fish you ate and by lemon juice. Oh my god, speaking of lemon juice, what's it called? I went to my sister's place to eat like oysters, because at Whole Foods, right, you can get, if you have a Prime account, you can get oysters for like $1 basically, right? And so like my sister, I was like went on my way to buy some oysters, right, because I was kind of craving them, and they're like $1, right? $1 is really good for like oysters. And I call her and I'm like, hey, I'm coming home with like some oysters, do you want me to like um I'm like, sorry, I'm like looking, I'm like clicking things around. It's so hard for me to click and like type, but I was like, oh, do you want me to stop by your place with some oysters? She's like, well, I've never had oysters. I'm like, okay, well, I'll bring some over, and then if you want, like, we can just have them with like lemon or something, right? And so we go over, or I go over, and then her and then, like, you know, she opens the door and it's her boyfriend, right? And then he's eating them fine. He's also never had oysters, so he's like eating them fine, like raw with some lemon. But my sister like looks at him, she's like, do you look gross? And I'm like, well, they're not bad. They taste a little like the ocean, right? But they're good. And then she's like, and then so me and her boyfriend are just like, you know, eating it like no problem, right? And she's like, let me try a small one. And then her boyfriend tells her like, oh, you just need to take it like a shot, like, you know, you just need to like you know, slurp it, right? And so she does it, and then but she freaks out because she's like, wait, am I not supposed to chew them? Why can't I chew them? Like, am I not supposed to? And I'm like, well, you can chew them if you want, right? But some people just don't like the texture, so they just take it as a shot, right? But she was like, so I'm not supposed to chew it? And I'm like, you can if you want. And then so she grabs like another oyster, and she grabs like a really big one, and she puts it in her mouth, and like, she, you know when someone eats something and you can tell they don't like how it tastes, like they just don't like it at all? She like gives me this look, and I'm like, bro, if you don't like it, just spit it out. And she like hella nasty goes, blah, you know, and spits out the oyster unchewed, but don't cover her, like, you know. And I was like, and she's like, do you want to eat this? And I'm like, no, I don't want to eat your fucking oyster, it's nasty. And she's like, but then I'm wasting your money. And I'm like, girl, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not gonna eat your oyster that you just like spit out. So we just had to throw it away. But I don't know. Just speaking of lemon juice, it kind of reminded me of that. Oysters look disgusting. Yeah, they're not. They're not the most appealing looking, but I think if you like if you're okay with that type of texture, like the very soft, I don't want to say slimy because they're not quite slimy, but if you're okay with a soft like texture to them, I don't think they're bad. Yo, I forgot about the Whole Foods Amazon collect. I know, it's funny because when you go in and you see like with Prime you can save up to whatever, it feels like a weird like commercial almost, like in real life. I'm like, oh my god, with Amazon Prime. Radioactive Whole Food shrimp, bro. The Whole Food, actually no, shrimp at Costco is where it's at, not Whole Foods. If you like, if you go to Whole Foods, like not bad, right? But if you go to like Costco, the shrimp there are so good. Collab, didn't Amazon just buy out? I think they did buy out Whole Foods. I'm pretty sure. I think, or they work together. I forgot what it is, to be honest. Like, who had the idea to eat a thing that looks like spit? I don't know. Well, to be fair, right? I think usually people eat it like they cook it usually, right? I mean, you can eat raw oysters, right? But like, I think usually, so I don't know if maybe they were like, I'm so hungry, I'm so desperate, I'll just do anything, right? And they just like split it open and ate it, like, and they put it over a fire maybe. But I don't know. I love Shrimp Shady. Oh, I forgot I was making a meme page. Sorry, it was so hard for me to type and talk, so I just stopped what I was doing. But here, let me. Hold on. Let me finish updating the server real quick, and then. Where's my server? There we go. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna test it. Cause I'm always so fucking paranoid. I'm like, let me make sure, and I'll move this up a little bit. I'll move the memes up a little higher. Let me just make sure that everything looks fine. Cause I'm always so paranoid. I'm always like, well, what if the rolls didn't like sync up? What if it doesn't look fine, right? So let me see. View server as roll. This is fine. Okay, and then if I take off this roll. Alright, perfect. I just want to make sure that worked fine. Okay, nice. So there you go. There's a memes now. Go crazy, guys. But respectfully go crazy. You know, like don't go too crazy, but like, go crazy. The stream music is so calming. Deadass, these streams prevent panic attacks. Really? That's kind of good to hear. This is I'm not gonna lie. This is just like a like free to use lo-fi song, but it does the job. You know, it really does like kind of set the vibes for things, right? I kicked my mic. I'm sorry if you guys heard that. They probably saw a bird or otter eat it and then tried it. You know, they probably did that too. You know, go safe crazy. Yeah, exactly. Go safe crazy. You know what's actually kind of cool? Sorry, speaking about like foods and like humans eating things, right? When it comes to fruits specifically, actually, did you guys know that humans and fruit kind of like allowed each other to grow in different ways? So humans would like our eyes started developing more color retinas to see fruits, because you know how fruits are very colorful, right? But they're not always colorful, right? They usually go from like sometimes they'll go from like, you know, being green and they're not ripe to being like a bright color to show that they're ripe. Like, you know, for like a tomato, for example, right? A tomato starts off as green and ends off as red, right? So humans had to develop more color retinas to be able to distinguish like, oh, this like this color is this and this one's that, this one's safe to eat, this one's not safe to eat, right, type of thing. But then equally with fruits too, because you know how usually like fruits have like the seeds, like a lot of times fruit are really sweet, right, because they're trying to get like animals to eat it, so they spread the seeds, right, type of thing. It's kind of the same thing with the fruits, right, where some fruits got brighter. Essentially they got more color to them, because I mean, not just humans, right, but in general, like the trees started noticing, or like the fruit trees, whatever the plant is, right, started noticing like, oh, if I'm brighter, right, like I'll get more things eating me, type of thing. So it's kind of cool that, like, I'm not saying like, oh, humans are the reason why why fruits have like such bright, vibrant colors, right? But it's kind of cool to see how like biologically we changed, and how biologically the trees and other fruit plants, whatever, changed, you know, to work harmoniously. The intro song is also a banger, bro. I know. I low-key, I'm in love with my intro song. I love I think Yami said it was called mathcore. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but whatever genre my opening is, because what I usually do is so with like my the person I commissioned, Jesus, on Fiverr, usually when I commission him for things, I'll ask him like, hey, this is the 30 seconds of these 5 songs I really like about them. Can you give me the same vibe? And usually I look at songs that have like, I guess it's called mathcore, like that, the genre, and it's used in a lot of like J-rock and pop type of songs. Like I believe I referenced Veil from Fire Force, the ending song. I think I referenced like the first like 30 or 40 seconds of that song. I usually reference like Eve songs as well, because like the guitars like just go crazy in that, like things like that, right? So he always does such an amazing job. Every time I ask him, can you make me something, I don't know what I want, but he knows what I want, and it works perfectly fine. I'm like, oh my god, dude, this sounds great. Yes, they do. I have major anxiety, and talking to a digital human being is calming. It makes me not alone. Well, it's good to hear. I'm glad it's calming for you, you know. Sometimes like just talking to a random anime girl online just does it for you, you know. That's why people like Hatsune Miku so much. Yeah, well, sea otters are not people, except the river otter VTuber from Ripped and his sea otter mama VTuber. That's true, bro. I wanna pet a sea otter so bad. I just wanna like, well, actually no, I don't wanna just pet it. I wanna see it like actually open up like an oyster with like a little rock, because you know how they carry a little rock on them. I wanna see them actually go like dunk, 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 to like open it. I feel like that'd be super cool, but I don't wanna see it like on a video. I wanna see it like IRL. Why are you saying humans like you're an archaeologist in 2255? How do you know I'm not? What if I'm from the future? Pick me off fruits for real. They literally were like, pick me, no me. Kiayama, I saw that you're short of, there are 2 sides of me. Are you sure you didn't show, oh, I saw you're short. Oh, there's 2 sides of me. Are you sure you don't show that when you became play Fears of Valor? I can't fucking read. I don't know why I struggle to read so much. Bro, I Fears to Fathom. I didn't know it was gonna be. I'm so mad. I didn't know it was gonna be a fucking home invasion game. I literally went into that like blind, totally like blind, because I was thinking like, oh, I haven't streamed all week. You know, I should probably like stream something that would be like I don't know. I don't want to say like as a punishment, right? But something that would like be both fun to play and also like get a reaction out of me, you know, because like, right? So, and I thought it was gonna be a ghost type of game because I kept seeing screenshots of people using a Ouija board. So I kept thinking like, oh, this is probably gonna be like a ghost is in the house type of thing or something, right? And so I played it, and it wasn't fucking Ghost. I would prefer Ghost over a home invasion, to be honest. And it scared me so much. And then Gumin comes in, and Gumin's like, Kiao was playing the scariest home invasion game and Fears to Fathom. I'm like, what? So I think, I don't know, because like for horror games, sometimes it's best to go in blind, right? Because that's how you get the best reaction. But like at the same time, I don't know if I should like start screening my games, or maybe I should ask someone, like maybe I should ask people, being like, hey, can you tell me if this game's safe for me to play or not? I don't know, like I don't know what I need to do for horror games, right? But I was so upset learning it was a home invasion. I was like, fuck, I fucking bamboozled myself into playing this. A Luigi board? Yeah, a Luigi board. It goes, Mamma Mia, every time you ask it a question. I've kind of played that before. I was a guy knocking on your door and screaming and asking to come in, and he had a very cut shirt. He wouldn't leave. Ooh. That stuff scares me so bad. Like when I was a kid, genuinely, like as a child, I was so afraid. And not that my parents left me home alone often, right? But there's times where like my parents had to leave, and like I would be the only one like left, right, in like the house. And I didn't live in a bad neighborhood. I lived like in a fairly I'm not gonna lie, my neighborhood was filled with like a lot of older people, so it's very quiet, very calm and tranquil, right? Like, and so I there was no real reason for me to fear home invasions, like, to be honest. And like my neighbors were like right like my neighbors are pretty close to me too, like type of thing, where if I were to scream in my house, someone would hear, type of thing, right? But I remember as a kid, I just had this like intense fear of someone breaking in or something, right? And so the moment my parents would leave, I would like make sure the door is locked. I would like lock it, unlock it, and relock it just to make sure I'm like seeing myself like lock the door. I would go to the back door, lock it, and make sure all the windows are closed. And then sometimes I would set up like not traps, but like I would put things around the door so that way if it made noise, I would know someone entered, type of thing, right? Like I'd put like a can in front of the door, or like, you know, things like that, right? And I remember I had acquired a bamboo bat, basically. So it was like it was a piece of bamboo that had been like essentially reinforced, and it was like a thick piece. It wasn't like a small piece of bamboo, it was like a thick piece of bamboo. Like if it was one of those things where if it hit you, it would hurt really bad. So when I'd be home alone, I'd be gripping this piece of bamboo, right? And I would lock my bedroom door, and I would like have like a plan in my head of like, okay, if someone broke in, I would do this and do that, you know, stuff like that. I don't know what happened in my childhood for me to make me so afraid, but I was like locked in anytime I was left home alone. I told you I knew the plot. I tried to warn you, girl. I didn't know. Like that's 100%. I was always home alone. Spent 9 hours home alone when my parents were 1 hour away. Oh, that's even scarier, because you're like, oh, if I need my parents, they're not gonna come anytime soon, type of thing. One reason I kept a big ass dog, bro. I only had cats. I only had itty bitty cats. They're maybe a little fat sometimes, but that's all I had. I think when I was younger, I also wanted to have like a big dog. I always wanted like a German Shepherd or Husky, and I think I wanted it for protection. I mean, now, like, I don't think I can handle a big dog like that. I'd prefer like a smaller dog. But as a kid, I was like always like, I need a big ass dog to like protect me. I walked around with my Swiss. Jeez, I can't fucking read. I walked around with my Swiss Army knife and my BB gun. Ooh, a BB gun with low-key would have like came clutch and like I'm in a big city as well with a lot of drug addicts and homeless. Oh yeah, no, like it's just I don't know, like it's funny that as a kid when you learn about the dangers of the outside world, your immediate thought when you're home alone is I'm gonna guard myself and kill whoever I need to kill to keep myself alive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not that you have the intention of wanting to kill someone, right? But when you want to defend yourself as a kid, you low-key have that thought in your mind of like, I gotta do whatever is necessary to keep myself alive. I'm afraid of home invasions as an adult. When I was a child, I didn't even think about them. Really? I think now I'm less, at least like in my own home type of thing, I'm less worried about it because I live in a very, at least I think I live in a very, very safe place. Because I always pick where I live, like depending on how safe I feel in the area. If I don't feel safe at all, like there has to be some good reason for me to move in there type of thing, right? But like, so here I know in my apartment, like, oh, things are safer. I have like security cameras, like things like that, right? Like everything's fine. So if I ever do get the feeling of like the fear of like, oh, what if someone broke in my apartment, right? Like I kind of like reassure myself like, no, it's fine, everything's okay. If there's nothing out of place, everything's okay, right? Type of thing. So I'm a little better about it now. I mean, the fear obviously is still there, right? But I'm a little better about it now. But as a child, I was just like if I have to grab a knife, I'll do it. You know? Hey, she's back. Hi, Kamui. Oh, Kamui, I don't know if you were here earlier in the stream or not, but I have a Discord server, I believe. Here, I'll post a link again for anyone who didn't see it or hasn't joined or anything. Let's see, do I still have the link? Hold on. Let me copy this again. So I have a server now. And then there you go. So again, anyone who didn't get a chance to join earlier, there's a server again. But yeah. Yeah, if they're too big, they'll be walking. Bro, I had a friend who had big dogs. And like every time I would go into like his house, right? Or I know it wasn't him that had big dogs, it was like his uncle, right? Every time I'd go to like his uncle's place, because like their homes are like really close to each other, so we just kind of go by, right? Their fucking dogs would always like, they're like kind of again, I'm not the tallest person, right? I some may even say short, some, who knows, right? I don't know which, anyways, right? So but these fucking dogs, when they would stand on their hind legs, would be like a head taller than me, and it was always scary because I'm just like, oh my god, like I could die. And they're always just so strong. It always amazes me how strong animals are. I don't know why, like you always hear about how strong animals are, but like I don't think in my head it's hard for me to wrap around the strength of like even domesticated animals until like it's like right in front of you type of thing, and I'm like, oh shit, this is like fucking strong as hell. Started laughing like you got an adrenaline rush. Oh, that's the thing though. My plan is playing the most aggressive song I know, saying the most out-of-pocket way to hurt them on the top of my lungs and just to freak them out, honestly. Yeah, poor guys. I watched Home Alone and saw. Do you think they're cooked? Some, yeah, honey. Some may say I'm short. You know, some. Not everyone, of course. Not not everyone, but some people may say I'm short. You're the shortest person? No. Untrue. Not scientifically proven. But yeah. Okay, I think. Let's see. So we're about, oh my god, we're 40 minutes in. Isn't that crazy? Bro, time moves by so fast. I don't know why. I feel like I just started like 5 minutes ago. Okay. Let's go ahead and move over to the game. To the Sims. I forgot where I left the house again. Like, I know where the house is at. I just forgot which world it's in. I know it's somewhere. Is it Windenburg? No. I know how the map looks. I just don't remember which is the map. When I found out how strong horses were, I'm thankful they let us live. Bro, I know horses are fucking scary. Oh, here's the house. Okay. I forgot which is the one that I gave up on and started working on. Because there's the first house that I lost, and there's a second one that have. I think it might be this one. So I'll keep working on this one. No evidence that you're shortest, but also no doubts. What? Kiayama fun size? What? I'm a average regular size. Most people would say I'm a very normal size, actually. I low-key kind of forgot where I left off on this house. So let's see. Let's see what we're working with. So we got the cute little balcony right here. We got the kind of like the greenhouse almost thing going here. You know, this is supposed to be a cottage. I don't think it's much of a cottage anymore. But let's see. Some plants out here. And yeah, here's the front. Okay. I think I remember where we kind of left off. Kinda. Here, let me work on the outside a little more. I've kind of very slightly improved my building skills a little bit. To be honest, this weekend, or like the week I was kind of like quote unquote off, you know, when I was like not streaming, I played a lot of Sims, and I want to say I think I think I improved my building skills very slightly, you know. Let me see. What would be a cute little, maybe these things? Let me see. What's a cute little, I think my idea was to make a gothic cottage kind of thing, but I don't think it's really looking that way anymore, so I'll kind of just go like a little crazy with like some color. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is this popping off? Maybe not the red. Actually, I don't know about the red. Should I just do the black? But then I feel like the black's too void. Or should I just do this with like a darker brown? Hold on. Maybe I'll do this instead. Yeah, I think that probably looks fine. Right, something like that. Where Smurf Village? Fuck you, honey. How dare you? You gonna play Silk Song, by the way? It's very cheap. Bless those devs. I haven't even played Hollow Knight. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what Hollow Knight or Silk Song's about. I've never played Hollow Knight, and I've never gotten into the story. I just don't know anything about it. But I'm assuming, because Silk Song is a sequel, right, to Hollow Knight, so I'm assuming I need to play Hollow Knight first before I play Silk Song, right? Or no, can I just play Silk Song like blind? Play Fortnite? No. I'm sorry, Luke Goblin. I think the only game I think the only game I won't play on this account on this channel will be Fortnite. I'm not gonna lie. I'm as funny as it is to see Sabrina Carpenter and Hatsune Miku shoot guns at each other. There we go. I don't know why is it this color. I don't think I'm playing Fortnite. Okay, there we go. We making Sims Wahoo with the Grim Reaper today? Bro, I wish. Game got a lot of bugs. What kind of bugs? Is it like, oh wait, do you mean like game bugs, or do you mean like the characters are bugs? Because Hollow Knight, the characters are bugs, right? 1M30 is not normal size. Oh, 1 meter 30, right? Is not normal. What do you mean? I'm probably at least like 3 meters. Here, let me see how tall I am in meter size. Hold on. Okay, you're kind of right. Wait, no. I at least Google's telling me I'm 1.50 meters. That's better, right? Or no? That was a joke. I fucking hate I fucking hate Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know. Fortnite is just one of those games where I'm like, even when it popped off, like I always thought it was like kind of a kid's game of like, oh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play this, you know, like it's just not my thing at all. And I would see my brother play it too sometimes. I'm just like, and I would never really understand like the appeal of wanting to play it, right? Okay, let's see. So this is how the house is looking so far. So here, I need to do something better in this room. I feel like I should put like a carpet down or something. Let's see. I'll use nothing to change. What do you mean? Oh, it's because the doorway's there. I see. Okay. Oops. So there we go. So we'll do it like that, and then I'll put a little cute carpet down. It's gonna be mainly it's the building stream. I like building in Sim. Sim is so fun to build in. 3 meters below the surface level, probably. What? Wait. Play Roblox. I've played Roblox a couple times. But the first time I ever played it was with Maylin and Saf, because they were like, "Oh, we should play Roblox," and I've never played Roblox until that point. Can I put this right here, and then a bigger one right there? No. I think this is a cute little, right? Maybe also have it match like a dark color. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to play Roblox at least. I'll ask Pax, because I know Pax does a lot of I know he plays Roblox a lot with his viewers and stuff, and I think that's cool. So I'm gonna ask him like what he ends up playing usually, or how he does that, like, because I think that'd be cool to play with your viewers. But yeah. The game is about bugs. I see. Yeah, I don't know shit about Hollow Knight. Like, I know the character looks like a beetle, but I don't know if that had to do with like the game or not type of thing, you know? I feel like I should add more. I feel like there's so much empty space here, but I don't know how to make it less empty. If I had all this empty space, what would I add in my home? Because I got a desk there and the chair. A little library. Would I just make the living room bigger, maybe? Maybe I'll just do a bigger living room. Like a bigger TV, maybe? Fortnite used to be the good, but it's lost the plot now. Yeah, I think Fortnite is just basically just a mix of collabs, basically, right? Like, or if I have this little dingy tiny TV. Or I think I should have a bigger TV somewhere, if I remember right. But where? Hold on, let me see. Let me see electronics. Because I remember this pack, this like with a little purple square over it, or sorry, purple circle. It came with 2 TVs, if I remember right. One was like a bulky one, but where is it? Why can't I find it? Because I remember thinking like, oh, my grandma had one of those kind of TVs. Am I blind? No, I don't see it. Average woman size is where I live is one. What? So Kiayama is short. I know. What? Nah. I'm serious. Have any of y'all ever played like D&D or not? Want to make Moon Knight? I actually no. I say I've played D&D, but I've played a lot of homebrew D&D, which I mean I know homebrew D&D and regular kind of work the same, right? Especially if you use like the 5th edition rules and stuff like that. But I've never had a chance to actually play like real actual D&D, and I always want to play with people being like, oh, I should have an arcade here. Bro, imagine pulling up to someone's house and they just have a giant ass like arcade machine here. But yeah, I've always wanted to play like proper like D&D. Nice stargazer. Thank you. Wait, you're wrong. My ketamine intake is so powerful I can still feel pain. Huh? My 4th grade students are mostly playing Grow a Garden. I have no idea what that is. Isn't that like, I might be wrong, but isn't that a Facebook type of game, right? Or no? I think I know which one. Oh, actually, no. I think I know. I think it's a Roblox game, if I remember right. I think I've seen some people talk about it on TikTok, but I might be wrong. I might be like totally wrong, but I think it's a Roblox game. Bro, I swear there was like a massive TV, like that was kind of like it wasn't. It kind of had like a this kind of shape a little bit, but I don't know where it is. I feel like I'm gaslighting. I feel like I'm gaslighting myself, telling myself that there was a TV here. Ooh, or should I have one of these? It's a TV that like it's painting that doesn't look like a TV, but it is. You know, like something bougie. Oh, maybe I should add a fireplace. Actually, that might help. Hold on. It's like gardening, but you don't go out. Homebrew is peak. Homebrew, I think, is the like. I want to say homebrew is peak, but I think I've had enough bad interactions with people like in homebrew games for me to say like, oh, it's not really that peak. Like, I would play with a group of friends, right? Who would like we would play like D&D together, right? And my friend who was the dungeon master, right, the DM, he would tell us like every once in a while, like, oh, these like I'm gonna have a side quest with this one friend. Don't worry if you guys want to join today's session. It's just gonna be like a quick side quest, but don't worry, nothing important's gonna happen. You don't have to join today. It's just like a random like quest, and we play over Discord, right? So it was if someone wanted to have like little random side quests, it was really easy because they could just like load up in a call, right, with our friend. Let me do something real quick. bb dot oops move objects. There we go. Hey, now I don't have the issue. But yeah, so me and other friends included would be like, oh, okay, cool. We don't have to join today's session if it's optional because nothing important's gonna happen and everything's gonna be fine. We just gotta, you know, we'll just catch up with whatever the side quest was later. And then we'd get a message the next day basically being like, yeah, so this person basically started the end of the world, and so the next time we have a session, you guys have to fight these enemies and these other things happen. And me and some other people would get upset, right? Because we're like, what's the point of telling us that these are going to be side quests, right? When they're not actually side quests, you're like having full on storylines, right, with these people. And it was funny because it's like it wasn't something you could really control. At least as the player, you couldn't really control because there would be like times where so I'm trying to find like a good fireplace. Ooh, wait, that goes over though. But there'd be times where like even me, like sometimes I would ask my DM, be like, hey, is it okay if we have a little side quest? I want my character to like catch up on money or something like that, right? Because like other people would have a lot of money in their accounts, but except me. And the DM would be like, okay, yeah, sure, like join this VC and we'll have a quest, right? Like to get you some more cash, right? And then it would be like the simplest thing of like, oh, I pick this guy's pocket, right? Type of thing. And if I rolled high enough, it'd be like, oh, you picked this person's pocket, but they're actually a gang leader, and they're now their whole thing is to try to kill you, and oh, you actually started a turf war, and you know, things it would escalate very fast. Like our DM would just escalate, and he'd be like, sorry guys, that's just how the world works. And I'm just like, bro, as a DM, you're not supposed to escalate like that. You're supposed to have like a very reasonable level of like things happening, you know, kind of. And I don't know, it always annoyed me, like when that happened. So eventually we kind of stopped playing with him as a DM, and we'd have like other people like DM, but then they would kind of do the same thing too sometimes. So eventually at some point I was like, guys, I can't do this anymore. I can't play D&D with you guys. Like, it's too much. I want like, I don't know which fireplace to use. I want something cute, but also like looking nice. Maybe should I just do this? And then, let me see. Maybe like that, and then I can have a TV over it. I've been to someone's home like that. They had a basement full of rhythm arcade machines, 4 small Neo Geo arcades, and a studio set up like 84. Geez, that sounds crazy. Low key, that sounds like living the dream. Penguin TV. I know, this little tiny penguin TV. Hold on, I think if I remember right. Oh wait, that's how you make it bigger. I was trying to remember how to do like, not cheats, but like, there we go. Little penguin TV. Imagine you walk into someone's home and they're like, "Oh yes, we have that penguin TV." They went to fight God without you. Basically, they would just do that. Wait, I wish Moon Knight memes or how the real Moon Knight is. Wait, was that a cheat? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, so the so for example, if you do here, let me turn it off. bb.move objects. So if you turn it off, if you have something that interferes with each other, you can't place it down, right? And that's annoying sometimes because with the Sims, there's some things that even if it's being interfered, the function won't change, right? Like for example, the fireplace, the function won't change if I move it here. But the only reason why I can't put it there is because the quadrants are like blocking, right? So what you can do instead of having to abide by the Sims quadrants essentially is you can do the cheat bb dot and then move objects plural and then turn it on and then escape, and then you can turn on the cheats by like going Control Shift C, and that's how you open this little tab up here. And it's really nifty, it's really handy for things. So now I'm able to like kind of move around with no issue or anything, right? But yeah, and then you can also move because you know how the Sims have like these quadrants, right, where you have to, it's very like rigid on where you can put it. If you want something in a very particular spot, but the quadrant, like for example, if I wanted this couch and this to be kind of in the like in an awkward spot or something, right, but I can't put it in an awkward spot because of the quadrants, I can do Alt on my keyboard and then kind of like move around more fluidly and then keep it like that so it's not like locked in or anything. So those are some couple of cheats I use every once in a while. It makes building look a lot more like normal. You can also resize items too. So if I click this, right, if I want to make this bigger, I do a bracket, like either like, you know, the left bracket will make it smaller and the right bracket will make it bigger. So if you need something like this, right, like I can have a big ass plant if I want, right? Otherwise I'll just have it normal size and then put it where it belongs. Hi Krim, how are you? Thank you for tuning into my stream. Did you see the announcement? Here, let me link the server again. I don't know if you had a chance to join. I can love the BB move objects. It's so handy. I love having it. Here, let me. Oh, I can't paste it again. Oh, can I? No, I can't. Hold on, let me let me go back up and copy the link. Here, copy, and then go back down, paste. Okay, there you go. For anyone who needs a link again. But yeah, howdy, sick and tired, just hopping in to say have a rad stream before I take a nap. Honey, I delegate your slander and picking on duties to you. What the heck? First of all, have a good nap. Second of all, how dare you, turkey? But yeah, I don't know. The Sims cheats are so handy sometimes. They're so nice to have. If I want to make it bigger, hit the bracket. If only it was that easy, Lamau. Okay, napping. I gotcha. Nice, thank you. Yeah, Krim, I don't know. Okay, Krim, I need another set of eyes. What should I add in this like free space here? I made myself an awkward amount of free space, and I don't quite know what to do. So I have a slightly interesting layout to this house, right? So I'll show you the outside. Oops, wrong thing. So this is the outside of the home, right? And then the upstairs doesn't have anything just yet. I'll put the bedrooms up here. I didn't have any room for a staircase, so I kind of have it unless should I just put a staircase here? I don't know, because I remember I tried to put a staircase and it looked really awkward, but I feel like I just don't know how to put staircase right. Here, I'll just put like this one for right now. You know what I mean? Because if I have a staircase this way, and it's just awkwardly in the middle, but then if I have it facing this way, it's still kind of awkwardly in the middle, you know, like it kind of does separate the room. But here, like if I added this wall here. Oops, wrong thing. Like if I did like that, I feel like that looks really weird. You know what I mean, right? So I don't think that looks normal. I like the house so far. I'm on a little delay. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. I know the chat is like slightly delayed. But yeah, so I just don't know what to add, because I feel like a staircase makes things look a little awkward, but then having a ladder makes things look too open, if you know what I mean. Why don't you use a staircase curved to fill up the space? Let me see. Because I think I tried doing that, but I don't remember if I liked it or not. Should I have it like... Hold on, maybe... Just in the couch like that. Does this look normal? I don't know. Unless I curve it again. I'm so bad when it comes to staircases. Like, I think it's because I didn't grow up in a house that had stairs, right? I was on a single floor home, so I think anytime something comes with like stairs, I'm like, fuck, how do I like add this into my home? How do I make this look normal? Let's see. Because then I could add this wall right here to kind of separate it. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. No, I don't think it looks... I wish that spiral... Oh, if The Sims ever included spiral stairs, that'd be so nice. I think I would love that so much. Because then, let me see. Because I also don't know how the layout of the upstairs is going to be just yet. So I need to... I'm not sure if you rearrange the office area, you could put the stairs alongside... Oh, you're so right, actually. Okay, here. I'll put this outside. Oh, wait. I think the only reason I didn't do that, actually, is because I have this little window here. Unless... Wait, where's... Oh, I forgot. Don't make it all the way... Don't ever let me be an architect. Like, I feel like as an architect, I would just fuck up, like, the entire, like, layout. Unless, should I move the living room over? Maybe I'll do that. Okay, guys, we're gonna rearrange the entire house. Hold on. Oops. I wish I could highlight and drag things over. So I think maybe if I do that, that might work out. If I move like... Wait, why can't I move it further in? Oh, I see. Yeah, I just suck at building homes. I'm not the greatest at building homes. You're doing great. Trial and error is the way to victory. You're so right. Unless I lean it over this way, maybe, and then, because then I could have a wall here. And then I'll have like a little miscellaneous wall, right, basically? Because, right, don't homes occasionally have like empty spaces? Right? I know The Sims does that a lot, and they're like in their official builds, The Sims will like have like random spaces. And then, oh, actually maybe just to even it out, I'll have it like this. Or open maybe, and then I'll have a staircase. Oh, and then I bought the fairy like pack finally, because I didn't have it for a while, so I finally got it. I think I'm gonna be in the background occasionally in the chat while I design Moon Knight for D&D. I think that looks pretty. Thank you, I appreciate it. And good luck building your Moon Knight. I know there's a couple guides, I think, to build Moon Knight in D&D. I just don't know how well they are, how accurate they are. Is this better? This might be better, because then at least the staircase goes... I'll sacrifice the balcony, I think. I can do that. I can sacrifice the balcony. I don't mind. Okay. And now to rearrange the living room. I don't think it's too bad, right? Or maybe... Can I have the stairs go the other way maybe? Hold on. I think I have an idea. Hold on. How do I make you normal again? There we go. Okay. Let me try this again. I think I have a plan in mind. And then I'll move it like this, I think. And then this goes up. Does this look better? I don't know if this looks better or not. I think it'll give more space up. Actually, no, it gives the same amount of space. Never mind. I was gonna say I think it's gonna give more space above, but no, it's the same amount of space. So maybe not. Here, let me. I'll change the staircase again to really fast, just to make it look a little more normal. And then, where's the railings I used? Where are they? I lose things so fast. Oh, here they are. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if that works. I should be lurking. I was planning to actually do some Sims building myself when I saw you go live. Great minds think alike, crew. Yeah, I'm stretching real quick. But yeah, okay, I think... Actually, I don't know if this looks right. Maybe I'll go the other way. I'll just go back. Okay, I think for right now, this probably looks better because you have this. I have this little like nook right here, so I'll probably do it like this, and then. Okay. Unless can I have the stairs move? No, I wish the stairs could go like under each other. That's okay. Okay, let's see. Now to rearrange the living room again. Ooh, I could probably put this fish tank right here to take up this little space. Oops. Like that. Perfect. Okay. And then this desk area. I think we can still probably... Actually, maybe not in the corner anymore. I can maybe move the desk area upstairs. It doesn't have to be in the living room. And then, ooh, okay. I think I have an idea. And then I can have, oh wait, I don't know, because that creates a lot of empty space around here. Cause I was thinking having the living room kind of in this, unless the living room just kind of is right in the middle, kind of like. I think I'm cooking, maybe, potentially. Unless I do it like angled, maybe. Because some homes have like an angled type of look to them too, right? Where they kind of have things just like awkwardly there a little bit. Or is this too awkward? It's maybe too awkward. I'm thinking. I'm thonking. Let's see. And then I can put this little plant maybe right here in the back. I want to say I feel like this probably is better for the... What's the word? The feng shui, right? Is that the word I'm thinking of? Like the how homes look? Because then it's kind of like in the middle, and then you have access to kind of see everything. But then it kind of leaves this area open. So maybe this area can be where the desk goes. But where would the TV go? Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I wanna take like an architecture course to like I want to take a class or something to see how to set up, or maybe like interior, I don't know, because sometimes I want to like learn about interior design and architecture so I can build my Sims house better. But I don't know if that's like too much dedication. That might be too much dedication, but like I don't know, sometimes I want to like sign up for like my local community college to be like, can I just learn how to build my Sims house better? I'm back from garlic phone. William, you stink. What? First of all, how was it? I saw Melee went live and I wanted to watch it so bad, but I was like, I have to get ready for my stream. Also, how dare you call me stink? Let's see. I'm trying to think of what would... Here, okay, I have an idea. I have an idea of what may help if I do camera mode. Hand cam. Oops. And then I go lower down, kind of eye level. Okay, so I like to do this sometimes to see how natural something looks, because then you can kind of get an idea, right, of like, oh, is this how a house looks like usually? Okay, so I walk in. This is the entrance. Not bad. A little empty, but I think that's no problem. I can add space to it. And then... Would you guys say this is like a weird entrance? It looks a little empty, right? But I don't think it's weird. Why do I see the outside? Am I supposed to see the outside? Oh, maybe I... Okay, I guess maybe I can with this view. I trolled low-key and overall fun experience. And yes, it went well. Many talented artists. I'm gonna watch her VOD later because that looked really, really fun. I'm not gonna lie. I want to do a Gartic phone. I can't fucking talk today. I want to do a Gartic phone too, but I have to find like my tablet. Because I don't know where I put it. I always either lose a tablet or I lose the fucking pen that goes with it. See, Moon Knight originally was rip off of Batman. He was rich and he dressed until they retconned him, and most people got off him as a Batman knockoff and don't understand him. To be honest, I don't really know anything about Moon Knight. The most I found out about Moon Knight was what's it called? Actually, low-key, this house I think is looking a little nice. I think it's just a little empty, but it is looking nice. Yeah, the only thing I really know about Moon Knight is like when he got his own show, right? So like a bunch of lore was like being thrown around, and I never watched the show, but I've been tempted to because Netflix keeps pushing it on me. Netflix keep being like, you should watch Moon Knight. You should watch Moon Knight. Moon Knight is really good. Oh my god, you would love Moon Knight, you know, type of thing. But that's like I don't know too much about him. I can't wait. I'm gonna draw you reaching for a jar of cookies off the counter. I thought when you said meat and jar, I thought you were gonna say something else. Thank God. Let me see. Okay. C is too small to reach the cookie jar. I am not too small. I am fine. I can reach anything off the counter. When it comes to the when it comes to cabinets though, that's when I struggle a little bit. The moon compels you, huh? Wilson, who do you take me for? I don't know, Rena. I don't know, Rena. You know, there's been times where, you know, you've said things where I'm like, all right, I know what kind of person this is. You know, I won't go into detail, but you know, I know what you are. Is it too awkward if I put the TV, or maybe should I just put the fireplace right here? Is it awkward to have a fireplace like right here? Oh, what a freak! It's a kettle. What is it? The kettle calling the pot black? No, is it pot calling the kettle black? What is it? What's this? What's the saying? You know what I mean? If I had a little tiny little heater like this. Reporting this to your manager for harassment. Ha, joke's on you. I only have a manager for a week. What are they gonna do? Fire me? I'll be my own manager now. Imagine in my server if I have like a report thing, like report to your manager. Like, you know those things where like I want, like a Karen goes up to someone and they're like, I want to speak to your manager. But you already are the manager, so you kind of just turn around. like you do a little spin, and you're like, how can I help you? Wait a minute, jar? Not again. No, no, wait. Telling the manager to ignore the messages. Oh damn. So a heater right next to an aquarium. Oh wait, you're right. I probably well, what if I have like warm water fish in here? Unless should I put a bookcase? Maybe a bookcase will be I can't talk. Maybe a bookcase will be better. Maybe, potentially. Let's see. Let me see. Or should I have? Is it weird to have like the fireplace right here? Is that awkward? Or maybe I should have the desk here. Would you guys feel like claustrophobic working here? Would this be like a claustrophobic space for you? I feel like it make me feel claustrophobic. I think I will put a bookcase there because I also hide the little awkward like shape there. Let me talk to HR. Joke's on you. What are they gonna do? Fire me? Automatic fish cooker, I guess. Yummy. What if I just have this like right there? A little nook for what is this like? You know, low-key this house gives me like grandma type of vibes. So but I don't know, so I'm thinking like, should I have something that's like meant for kids, or should I have like something a little more dated, a little more old, like this or something? She's an orca. Those fish are her dinner, so she has to cook them. If anyone knows anything about Marvel, who else should I add this campaign to? Add the Void. I don't know shit about the Void. I've been seeing really cool edits of him though. Morbius and Blade and Dracula and Mephisto so far? I know 2 of those characters. This is super homey. I love working here. Is it? I don't know if... Because I can add a little like... Unless I put the desk area over here. But I feel like that this might be awkward for like a desk area. Because then... I'm trying to think. Unless I make these sliding doors smaller. Should I add smaller sliding doors maybe? Hold on. Let me see. Because the reason why this space especially feels awkward is because there's so much open space. But maybe if I add smaller doors, like that won't be so much of an issue. Whoa, what if I make them like the style? Ooh, wait, what pack is this from? Loki is a really cute little thing. Okay, let me see. Let's add these industrial ones maybe. Industrial one doesn't look bad. But I think it still takes up too much space maybe. So it's awkward to still add things here. So maybe not. I like that place, but I'd constantly be looking at the second floor just in case Ghost is eavesdropping. I feel like, at least for me, I would personally feel a little claustrophobic here. Because I'm the kind of person that like, if I'm, I don't know, like if I'm in a very, like not because it's like a tight corner, but more because the staircase is right here. Because I'm the kind of person I think that if I, like a very, what's the word? Like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like a place where people walk by like very often and everything. I think that would throw me off because like, I'm the kind of person that if I'm expecting someone or if I'm expecting something to happen, I like can't focus, you know? Like for example, I went to the beach like a few weeks ago, I think, and one of my friends was supposed to meet us up, and I literally not even 5 minutes, I think every like minute or two, I kept looking behind at the entrance of the beach to see if like my friend would be there, and I literally could not stop looking. Like I would literally be like, I'd laugh and play, and I look over to the beach, laugh and play, look over to the beach, laugh, and I would just keep doing that until like my friend showed up. And so I feel like if I worked in this little corner right here, I would have that same initial like, I'd be looking at the stairs, you know, to be like, oh, is anyone coming up? Is anyone coming up? Is someone there? Is anyone coming up? You know? Can y'all tell what my autistic fixations are currently? I think we can. I think it's pretty clear. I think it is. Ooh, what if I have like this doorway? This kind of looks a little like weird in this house, I'm not gonna lie. With Moon Knight, any other street level hero, Punisher, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Spider-Man, all operate in New York and often cross over. Yeah, I was thinking Punisher as well. Let's not. It's not set in New York, but it works though. Oh hi Muffin. Just had some truly scuff runs in Night Rain. Did you win at least? Did you do good? Oh, and then here I'll keep posting the link just to make things easier. And then Muffin, I'm not sure if you had a chance to look at the link, but this is my link to my Discord server. And then my OBS freaked out right now. But but yeah, so this week will be my last week with Vanguard. I'm not going. I'll just announce it again just in case. But I'm not going. I'm not graduating or anything. I'll still be here. I'm still alive. I'm still streaming. I'll just be going indie basically. So, but I won't be with Vanguard anymore. So I have my own server now. But yeah. I'm trying to think of other doors could go well here. Maybe like some farm doors. Yeah, that's also low key. It's kind of another reason why I didn't stream for a little bit. I was like very slightly I say very slightly, but I was kind of overwhelmed a little bit with certain things. Because like while I wasn't streaming, I was working on the server, making sure like things were working and stuff right. I was making sure like my things, all my stuff, like my socials, my accounts and everything are like updated and stuff like that. Like I won't officially have everything updated until I guess Sunday, because Saturday will be my last day, right? But so I won't have everything updated officially until Sunday. But I was kind of going through things, like making sure everything was like settled okay. I had meetings with my managers and everything and again, like I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving with any bad blood. It's not like I'm like, I hate Vanguard. I hate the people that no, opposite. I truly love everyone in Vanguard, and I do deeply appreciate the opportunity to work with everyone and to meet people and everything. It was just like a couple of differences, like in terms of like direction. They kind of not encouraged me, but kind of led me to the decision. It's probably best for like us to split and everything. Everything will be generally fine. Nothing is gonna be like changed, to be honest. Nothing too crazy. Like, if anything, I might have a little more freedom for certain things. But yeah, nothing to really worry about. So I have my own official server now. I'll try to keep things generally updated there. And then I went through rules at the beginning of the stream. So if you want, you can also, if you have any questions, you can watch the first I think at least first 20 minutes of the stream, and I generally go through the rules and like things to expect and stuff like that. But nothing too crazy. Everything's like fine, to be honest. Think you'll still be able to collab with Malin and Zaf or not, sir? No, yeah, we will. I made sure they were the first people to know that I wanted to leave, to be honest, when before I went to management. So I did a couple things before officially going to management with my decision. First, I thought of myself like, okay, this is really what I want to do, right? Like I feel it feels a little awkward leaving the agency despite me like debuting a few months ago. But I talked out with manager, or before that I had kind of, there's other things that kind of gave me the reassurance that it'd be okay. But so yeah, before I officially made the decision, I like thought it over and made sure like I'd be okay being indie. And then when I officially decided like, okay, I think this is gonna be like, I don't think I'll continue going forward, right? I messaged, because we have our own little group chat, the girls, the three of us. I messaged being like, hi guys, so like I'll probably be leaving, this is my decision, right? And we all assured each other that we would still be friends, we would still talk and chat and everything. We're not gonna be strangers, right? Like we're still gonna try to do collabs and like hang out and everything. Plus I don't know if anyone was there for Saf's stream a couple days ago, but me and Saf said we were gonna have a say so stream where we prove how say so we are, and we'll try to see if we can coordinate with Maylin too to get for all of us to show just how pure of heart the three of us are. You know how tame the three of us are. But yeah, we're all fine. There's no issues of like, oh, I can't talk to these people anymore. You know, or I can't associate myself. You know, there's none of that issue. Like I'm leaving very amicably. There we go, amicably, with the agency. So nothing too crazy. There's no drama. There's no like anything. Because I know some people, even though we're a small agency, right? We're not anything too crazy. I know there are some people who will try to find drama, if you know what I mean. But you know, not everything has drama, right? Like that's not how life works, you know. So everything's fine. There's no issue with anything. Gun you, Willie. No need for the explanation. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always feel like I need to explain myself just to be safe, because I don't know. I always feel like I need to have an excuse for things, or not excuse. Excuse is probably like a strong word, but I always feel like I need to have a reason for what I'm doing. You know. I'm sending over my agent to lend you a suitcase full of fish. Yummy. Can it be salmon? Low-key salmon goes hard. I'm glad you're no bad blood. Yeah. To prove how say-so we are. Mission impossible. Nuh-uh. We are as wholesome and as pure as nuns. You know, you can't pull up a single thing that would prove otherwise. I don't know what doors to put here. I feel like this door probably matches the best. But I don't know. Maybe? If I put it like right here. Maybe if I change the color. Or maybe not. Maybe, hold on. Sorry, I'm also talking and trying to figure out like what door goes here. Well, I don't think leaving will really affect your collabs in the future. Take others for example. Yeah, like there's a few other people who have left Vanguard, right? And there's nothing like crazy. Like for example, I was in Crim's like 2.0 stream, right? Like, so yeah, everything's fine. Like there's nothing crazy or anything. Those people are the worst. Well, can't be tuna. I think you know why. But tuna's so good. Yesterday, I went to the Japanese market and I bought myself some tuna and salmon sashimi. And obviously it's like, you know, it's store-bought, right? So it's not gonna be like the freshest, greatest, right? But low-key, it hit the spot. I was like, so good. I'm fidgeting with an open pocket knife. Am I cooked? No, I think as long as you're careful. But I think most people who own pocket knives are already pretty careful, right? Usually. At least, I hope that is... that is what I hope, at least. Should I just add a regular doorway? But it's to the... Not that it's to the outside world, but low-key kind of is. So I feel like a lot of heat would escape, right? Because usually these kind of areas... Like... These kind of areas will like be enclosed, right? Because the windows are very thin. Do you really want to go there? What? I have receipts. Honey, don't. Honey, no. I'm scared of what you'll pull up. I don't. Not that I've said anything incriminating, but sometimes I do just be saying things, and I'm always so scared of how it's gonna look like. Like for example, I was rewatching a VOD like a while ago, and I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about something crazy, and I was like, what the hell? I just say things on stream sometimes. I just say things. I have a certain PowerPoint presentation at the ready. Please no, not the PowerPoint. Should I just do this little? There's a door I'm thinking of. I don't know why I can't think of a specific door, but I know I'm thinking of a door I would want to use. Maybe I try not look at the double doors, but then, or maybe what if I have like something like this, just right there, like awkwardly kind of to the middle, or should I just have it in the middle? I feel like it'll look better in the middle, but I don't know. All right, I'm going into another run of NR, hoping it's less scuff. I'll check the VOD later. All right, bye. Have fun and good luck, Muffin. I don't know, Malin. Remember, remember that gay panic you had? Where the fuck did I get Malin from? Wow, we don't even look alike. Wow, just because we're women, you're sexist. How dare you? But okay, but the gay panic is different. Okay, that was me having a moment with my dorm mate, basically, of like me being like, oh my god, maybe I am gay or something. So that's like a more wholesome memory, you know. What's a good color for this door? Maybe this one? I'll put it like right there, I think. I haven't slept. Go to sleep. Isn't it like 2 for you? Go to bed. I know what Saf likes, but I only know the fake characters Kiayama likes. So I'll just post a pic of them to make her lose. Wait, where are you going to post them? Are you going to post them in the server? Out of curiosity. I think once you know my taste in like characters, it's not hard to figure out like why I like those characters type of thing, you know. I'm a very readable person sometimes, to put it lightly. Or maybe should I just put the doors right here? But then I have an awkward bathroom door right here, and I don't think I can move the bathroom one because the bathroom is shaped that way. I'm thinking I can maybe put the desk here, like over in this area. But then it's a little awkward because you have like, unless I don't put the desk here and I put like a different, because they have activities that look kind of desk shaped but aren't. Like they have ooh, actually, should I put, because I know some homes have a bar. Should I just put a bar here? That's too big. I need a smaller one. I need more like a home size one. Yeah, I don't. I haven't slept, you Neanderthal. What? Just go to bed. Just go to sleep. Just go Mimi's. Honk shoe, honk shoe. The detail in that story, though, bro, like, low-key, maybe I'll commission someone to draw, like, a comic of my gay experience. I think that was, like, my first, like, you know, it's funny, because before that, I've kissed 2 women before, right? I've kissed 2 girls. But I would say that experience with my roommate, or my dorm mate, I think is one of the most gayest experiences of my life. And there wasn't even physical intimacy or anything. It was just me waiting and like dancing in the water under the moon. Oh my god, that sounds so gay, but we're under the moonlight. Women are cool. I like women. It's 1:33 for me. Whoa, crazy. I think we're in the same time zone. PST. Bro, it's so hard to find people in the PST time zone. I struggle so much. I think every single person I've met, besides like 1 or 2 people in the VTuber sphere, is not in the like EST, like, or PST. They're either like EST, CST, some other weird ass time zone. And I'm just like, wow, crazy. Like, where's all the PST people? Kiayama, hi Gumin. Yesterday I was watching the beginning of the stream and I saw that it gave you an error when starting the game, and in my mind I was saying, oh no, the same thing happened to the orca that happened to me, and I couldn't help. No, yeah, I don't know why the game struggled yesterday, but I mean now it's fine. I got it to work eventually, right? But I don't know why it gave me such a hard time like starting it up. Maybe it was an omen. I think it was an omen that I shouldn't have played the game. Wait, do you like boys or girls or both? Both or fish? I'm both a man and woman enjoyer, I would say. Wait, deadass? I'm in California. Whoa, same. California girls were undeniable. But let's see. Though low key, I feel like because I've only met. Funny enough, specifically in the VTuber sphere too, I haven't met anyone who's like in California. I've only met like even the people in my time zone, which is the smallest group of people I've met, are not even in the same state. So I'm like, damn, what's the point? Like I can't make friends. Should I do? And this is like a barista one. Oh my, what if I had a little bar and this is my bar? It was just imagine going to your grandma's place or something. And she has this like little rinky dinky little bar. It's just little tables. Ooh, I have a Japanese style one. This low-key goes hard. I think, oh wait. Oh, this is not the Japanese one. This is not the Japanese one. I know there is a Japanese bar somewhere. Let me see. Where is it? Because I remember I bought it in the pack for it. Let me see. Oh, it's this one. Here we go. This one also goes hard. This one looks really nice, but does not fit what I'm looking for. I need like something small and kind of humble. This is like no, too big. No, that's a cafeteria. We deadass might have ran each other at Walmart. Actually, no, I don't go to Walmart, so I'm a very strictly Target girl. But even then, I haven't been going to Target lately because of like things. I'll say lightly. But yeah, like I don't know. I've never really found. The only times I've ever gone to a Walmart is when I've been like really desperate to buy something and I just can't find it anywhere else. Because for whatever reason, Walmart tends to have like the nichest things sometimes, and I'm like, why do you have this? Who is buying this enough for this to be a part of your store? Like, what is like, why do you have this? But yeah, I only go if I really, really need something. And so like I think Walmarts tend to be open 24/7 usually, right? So sometimes they're open at hours where I'm like, oh, perfect. Like I need something. That's actually crazy, bro. My friend has a bar in his ranch with expired Fanta. Oh my god. Expired Fanta must be kind of scary. I have a Target and Walmart in my city. I mean, I think it's pretty common, right, to have at least one of both or something. Though I know Walmarts are less popular in like the West Coast than they are in like other unless they're like I know Walmarts are more popular in, I think it was like south eastern southern area of the United States type of thing. I think the further east you go, the more Walmarts you'll find, and I think the less Targets you'll find and stuff like that, which I think is kind of interesting how like different companies, even though we're in the same country, right, like different companies will like overtake different areas. I don't know, I always think it's kind of interesting. It's probably because how big the fucking country is too. I'm struggling to find like a cute little like humble, because this is too small. I don't want something like this small, but this is too, like if this was smaller, this is like a tinier. So I'm like thinking maybe this, but I'm not a big fan of the countertops. Maybe not that. Unless I do, because this is also too fancy, I think. Unless maybe I do just do this one. And I just change the color maybe. But I don't know. I don't know if the colors really match with the place either. Maybe not this one. I have a friend who has like a bar in their home, and I always think it's so cool when I go in there. Cause I'm just like, I don't know. It's you don't really see people with like bars in their home unless they have like a lot of space, or unless they make the space for it. Like I think one of my uncles, if I remember right, had made space for a bar in his home, and I'm just like, I always think it's super cool. Like even though I don't drink, right? I don't really drink alcohol or anything. I low-key would want a bar in my home just to just for it to look cool. Ooh, if this was like smaller, if this was like a tinier thing, I think this would go hard in the home because it has like little stained glass. That's way too big. Maybe I will just do like something simple like this, but there's no. Yeah, or unless this looks too fancy, no. Maybe I will just do this one. I'll just do this one for right now. If we pull out your what's it, a hoge? A hodge? A hodge? Do you become Kiayama alter? Yeah, my my color palette will go from black and white to white and black. That'd be kind of cool. Low key if I cuz I do kind of want to get a new outfit. So I have to ask, you know, my lovely mama Wase, I have to ask her to see like her pricing and the like ETA of it. But I do want to get a second outfit really bad. And I think low key I would do like an alter type of thing or something. I don't know. I'm really like I really really like Fate and I love the idea of alters and stuff like that. So I would really love to go with like some idea or concept that kind of like mimics that or something. I don't know. I think it'd be super cool. A hoge. Okay, so it is a hoge, right? Or hoge? Hoge? Oh, I was thinking of ahegao. I was like, I don't know if that sounds right, but now I know the word I'm thinking of. But yeah. Let me know if you guys have ideas for what you would want like a second outfit to be, because I have kind of an idea, but then I'm so like I flip-flop so easy where I'm like, oh, this looks cool, but this looks cool too, but obviously I don't have enough money to like just get a bunch of outfits commissioned all at once, right? So like I don't know, if you guys have ideas of what do you think I should do or something, or a character that like I should get inspiration from, like let me know because I'm interested. Alter, can you explain this concept? So in Fate, the Fate universe, this mainly came from, actually no, actually I guess it didn't come from the game. Actually, it got popularized I think by the game, but in the Fate universe, to put it simply, right, so there's, okay, I think the easiest way to describe it is like, for example, this countertop, right, is this color, but it's almost like a second player sometimes, where when you pick a second, like, you know, when you play video games and you play player 2, it'll change a color type of thing, right? That's the easiest way to explain it, where in Fate the color will change to the character's design, but also typically there's a personality shift that comes with it, and sometimes even a class shift. So for example, I think the most like common alter people know of is Saber alter, right? So typically she's just regular like King Arthur. She's just like, you know, she has like this nice like blue gold and silver design to her type of thing, and she's like all about justice and all this different stuff, right? Very positive outlook on things, right? When she turns into an alter, and you can become alter for different reasons, we're not going to get into that though. She's a lot more darker, like where she gets very pale in certain areas, like her hair is, I believe, like almost white, but her outfit's like all black type of thing, or like a purple black type of color, and she's like kind of evil. So not that if you become an alter you're evil, but there's a lot of times where an alter person will be a little more leaning pessimistic, a little more leaning not evil, but you know, a little more on that side, right, of this of the spectrum type of thing, right? But yeah, so it's generally, to put it simply, it's just a different version of you that it has they have like the same like memories and like backstory, but it's kind of almost like if you went in a different direction with your mentality. So like, for example, if you were to get hurt, like your one mentality splits off into thinking, oh, I got hurt, but it's okay because I'll get up again. And another mentality splits off thinking, I'll get hurt and I'll make sure I never get hurt again by hurting others type of thing. You know what I mean? Like those two separate thoughts. Not that that's the same. Not that it's the same idea for each alter, right? But that's kind of how alters happen. It's just like, what if in an alternative universe almost. I don't know if that's over explaining it. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's mainly an idea rooted in like the Fate franchise, which I'm deeply obsessed with. Basically inversion of character personality. Yeah, basically. To put it simply. Alter ego, yeah. Oh, I guess no, yeah, alter ego and Fate is also a different thing, which is also hard to explain. What about a casual Kiayama with a t-shirt, with a close-up of an orca with more blue hair, black hair, bigger mouth, bigger eyes. I don't know. It sounds like a chibi version almost. Just a king versus tyrant. Yeah, actually a really good example, a really good way of wording it. Did any character inspire your model so I can figure out ideas for an alter? I actually didn't have a say in my model. I was born, like essentially. So Wase-san, my mom, my mama, she made this design, and Vanguard was able to basically find someone to like audition for this model. So I didn't make it up. I believe this is all like Wase, like her design and everything, which is really cool. All her designs are like so good, to be honest. But yeah, so I didn't have any say in this inspiration, but I will say that I'm in love with the outfit. I really do love all the little cool like details in the outfit and everything. But yeah. I am too low. Yeah, I don't know. Fate is so low-key addicting. Like, I think if you're really into like like a little bit of like world building, character lore, and things like that, like Fate is just so cool. And it's cool because they have like so many different kinds of games too, where, oh, you're not a fan of like their mobile game, well cool, you can try out their other games. Oh, you're not a fan of their other games, well try watching the anime or reading the manga or stuff like that. And there's so many different universes to branch off too. I think there's a little bit of something for everyone to enjoy in the Fate oh my god, Fate franchise. There we go. I struggle to say that. What if I had these little like bar stools right here? This looks fine, right? This looks a little like homey. Maybe I'll make them like this color instead, so they kind of match. Okay, I think that looks fine. Yeah, this looks fine. It has a lot of fun lore. It really does. Is there a rhythm game yet? Okay, I don't think Fate has a rhythm game. I think that might be one of the few things it doesn't have. But you could probably make a rhythm game with Fate. But it's difficult to recommend because of some of the weird stuff. Yeah, I usually recommend people just to like, at least if they're interested in getting into it, my go-to recommendation is just to watch Fate Zero is like which is hard because I know sometimes people don't have the like attention span to kind of get through Fate Zero, because it is really like they do a lot of like, what's the word, like they dump a lot of world building stuff on you in the first episode, so you have to really retain a lot in the first like couple episodes. But after that, like, I think it's really easy to understand what's going on, the concept of things. But I always just tell people like, oh, just watch not ReZero. Just watch Fate Zero and you'll kind of get it. Because I think Fate Zero is also, let me add this. I think Fate Zero is also the simplest one to understand before they start adding like really crazy things into it. You know what I mean? Like, because when you go into like Fate Stay Night or something, for example, right? In Fate Stay Night, that's when like rules start getting broken or getting bent. And then when you go into like Heaven's Field, that's when things are getting even crazier, right? So I think Zero is probably just the easiest one for people to understand because it has the easiest rules. Most people abide by those rules. What's the saying? Like, you have to know the rules before you break them, type of thing, right? What if you play more into the killer whale predatory rudder aspect? If you want to do an alter, I was thinking about that, but then I don't know, because there's also because I don't know, like I don't know, like I'm so indecisive when I want the outfit because I'm also like, well, what if I want like a cozy outfit or something, like I don't know, something like I don't know, like pajamas or something. But then I'm also like, oh wait, what if I want like a cool outfit, like streetwear or something? So I don't know, if for a second outfit at least, I'm kind of down just to kind of think of like different ideas for things. Like it doesn't have to be obviously like Fate inspired. It'd be cool, but I'm also down just like kind of, what is this? Oh, it's for rain. It's cool. I'm down to just like think of like different ideas as well because I also want it to be something that like that my mama would be like comfortable like drawing and enjoy drawing. I don't know. I'm always scared I'm gonna throw some crazy idea out there at her. She's gonna be like, "What the fuck? These weird ass Americans," you know, or something. I don't know. I always get scared. um, what is this? Whoa. Let me see. How else can I decorate this corner? Ooh, a fishing line. I don't know. Fate's Arrow and Unlimited Blade Works are I can't read. Fate's Arrow and Unlimited Blade Works are my recommendations. Visual novel wise, I pick which on the Holy Night. To be honest, actually, visual novels are one of the few things I haven't gotten into with Fate. So I'm totally like blind when it comes. The only visual novel I've been really meaning on playing is the one with Angra in it, Angra Mainu. Like, cause I low key, he's like, I know he's a shit like servant, but like low key, I love him so much in the game in Fate Go. I have him MP5 maxed out. I have him at bond level 10. I'm still working on getting him to bond level 12. I think it's the max now, right? Or 15. And I have like, you know, I'm too scared to give him a grail because if I give him a grail, he loses the cool black border. But like, I love that character so much, and I want to play the visual novel, but I just haven't found. I also don't think I've done enough research, but I haven't found like a good place to get the download for it from. But I want to play it so bad. I'm so obsessed with character making, writing, tropes, stuff like that. So making Ultra sounds fun. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, like, if you're really into that kind of stuff, you can also, if you want, you can give Fate a try and see if that's something you're into. Because there is a lot in terms of, like, world building, character developing, like, lore, things like that. And then that way it'll also kind of give you an idea of, like, at least, like, what an altar is and stuff like that, you know? Not that it's a crazy concept or anything, but, you know, it helps kind of build that idea as well, right? Should I put these here? Can I put it right there? I honestly sometimes use Luke Goblin as a persona. I want to make it that. I can design one if you want. Only if you want. You don't have to though. I think I'm gonna look at my own. Like also, I don't know. Like I said, I'm so indecisive. So I think I'm gonna kind of create a bunch of different designs and maybe give them to Wasa and be like, "Hi, Wasa-san, can you please, you know, it's okay if you look over these designs and tell me which one you like best, please, you know," type of thing. Dinosaur force suit. I mean onesie. Bro, low key, I was thinking about that, but then I was like, am I derailing too much from like, oh, it's pretty, but I'm like, am I derailing too much from like the orca thing if I do a dinosaur thing? Like, I don't know. I'm a little worried about that. Here, I'm gonna put this here, and I hope the Sims can still like walk through this. Kind of looks really pretty. Hollow Ataraxia. Yes, I believe it's that one. I want to get into that one, but I haven't done enough research to see like where to like read it from, or like where to buy it, or where to even like download it. Because I remember seeing a lot of it was fan translated too, right? So I wasn't sure if there was like a place that I should get it from or not. Why not both? I'm so scared that my mama is gonna call me a freak or something. She'll be like, this weirdo, she's supposed to be an orca. Why does she want to be a dinosaur? So I don't want to lean into that too much just because I'm scared. I'm afraid of like what she's gonna say. His grail card is unique to him. It's black and blue instead of... I know, and it looks so cool. So I don't want to give him a grail, because if I give him a grail, then he's gonna lose the cool border. I think he goes bronze. So that's the only reason why I haven't grailed him. But otherwise, I would have grailed him immediately. I don't know what else to put in this corner here. Maybe like, should I put like a bookcase or end table maybe? I don't know. I feel like something's like, I need to put something here. You know what I mean? Like something. Maybe I can put a plant. Is a plant okay? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe a light. No. I don't know what it is. I feel like I should add something. Maybe I put a carpet? I picked the dinosaur one immediately. A tarp. Imagine just having a tarp with your, like your bar and everything. Hi. I'm a awesome. How are you? It is out in English now. Oh, is it actually? Okay. Maybe there I'll have a stream for it potentially. Maybe. And we get to see my favorite character do I know he doesn't do anything crazy in the story technically. Like it's more of like the story of how he interacts with people and how the Grail War goes. I think it's like almost like a Groundhog. If I might be wrong, but if I remember correctly, right too, it's also almost like a Groundhog Day where he's trying to figure out how to keep people alive, type of thing, specific people alive, right? Like not to go into spoilers, right? But I think if I remember right, that might be what the story is about. I also kind of want to go in slightly blind because I would want to learn like what I can from the game too. So I have an understanding of his background at least as a character, but in terms of the actual story, I'm a little like oblivious to it a little bit. But I want to play the game so bad so I can finally get into the story even more. But he's such a cool character. I love him so much. Whales barely evolving during prehistory, so technically that's true. But I mean, because there were like bigger whales, right? Well, actually no, how old are orcas? Because I know like the typical whales, because orcas also aren't whales. Orcas are a part of the dolphin family. So I wonder how old orcas are in terms of like prehistoric wise. You know what I mean? Like, because I know there were whales back in the day. I say back in the day. I mean, I know there were whales like, you know, millions and millions of years ago, but I don't know about orcas. I don't know how soon dolphins came into the mix of things. Steam has hollow. How much is it? Wait, hold on. Let me just real quick open up my Steam really fast. Hold on. Steam. Let me just real quick, 1 second. Let me just check something out for research purposes. You know, let me just remastered. It's only $30. Guys, are you seeing this shit? Actually, no, you guys can't. You guys can't see it, but guys. Oh, I could buy the bundle for $50. I don't know if I want the bundle. But low key, maybe next week I'll stream. How long? My only concern too, though, with like story type of streams, is I'm scared of like only streaming that game, because I would love to just complete games in like one go type of thing. But some games are really long, right? So I'm always paranoid of like, for example, like Vampire Therapist. I'm still getting through it, right? But I don't want to have a whole week of just Vampire Therapist. I want to have like the variety of it. So maybe I'll do like one Hollow Ataraxia stream a week to get through it, because I don't know, it seems really fun. I'll ask Saf how she paces her games. I know she plays Higurashi, so I'll see how she paces hers. Maybe like go based off that. Are there too many mismatched carpets here? Should be fine. Does terrible things to Karen, but she likes it. Huh? Huh? I think she's the only one I'm missing. Oh, actually no, I think I pulled her because I remember they have Karen. Oh my god, I'm blanking on her name. But the other girl, right? I believe I was able to pull all three in Fate Go, if I remember right. I think. I have to double check. I'm too scared to check actually. Alright, gonna be playing Helldivers 2 for a bit. See ya. Bye, Raven. Have fun. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's see. What else am I gonna add here? It's funny because when I play Sims 4, I'm always very like slow at building because I'm always talking when I'm building, right? So every time I play this game, I slowly add more and more into the home. What if I had this bookcase? Maybe this one looks better. I think maybe this one. Actually, I'll leave it this color. I think that color is fine. And then I think I will put, where is it? A fireplace, like right here, I think. That should be fine, right? I think. Ooh, that low-key, I actually really like that green. Bassett? She's open. Yes, Bassett. I was like, fuck, what's her name? She has an interesting name too. And then I'll put a little TV on the top. Okay, and this is where I'm gonna use another cheat. Oh, wrong one. Is it? Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Actually, that makes me kind of nervous of how, like, far back it is. I don't know why. Even though it's not a real TV, it makes me nervous to see how far back it is. I'm just gonna... Or how far front it is. I'm gonna push it back a little. Maybe a different one, actually. I don't know if this one looks fine. That looks fine, I think, right? That looks normal. And then... I just put another carpet, like, in the front right here. What's a normal carpet? Or should I just get a big ass carpet like this, maybe? Hold on. I need to find something a little more homey. A little more welcoming. Every time I say homey, I always think of like Homer Simpson, of like when Marge goes like homey. Ooh, what if I have a summoning circle like right here? What can you imagine going to someone's home and they just have a giant ass summoning circle in the middle of the living room? Like I don't even know what I would do in that situation. Like, would I leave? Would I stay? Like, I don't even, like, is it rude to leave? This carpet's also so cute, too. Maybe, no. Let me see. Ooh, why is it like that? This carpet looks like, was this carpet always textured like this way? It looks like it was flipped. Like they only drew one side and they're like, okay, we'll just flip it so it connects, and it doesn't actually connect. That one's too small. Let me see. Do we have any other? Is this the same one I'm using? It is. Never mind. Better summon Archer to clean that shit up. Bro, without getting to spoilers, like Archer in Unlimited Blade Works genuinely was one of my most favorite characters until the end, when like they reveal things, and I got so mad. He was literally one of my most favorite. I thought he was so cool. I was gassing him up the whole time. My friend had told me like, yeah, you should watch Unlimited Blade Works. It's really good, right? So I watched it, and the whole time I was like, bro, I love this character. I love him so much. Wait, are these different carpets? These same carpets? Wait, what's the difference between these? Oh, okay, they're different carpets. Never mind. Yeah, I just kept gassing up like Archer to my friend, being like, "Oh my god, he's such a cool character. I love this dude. He's like so like, oh my god, love this guy." Right? I get to I think like the second or final episode, whatever episode it is, where you know the whole thing, and I was so mad. I was like, "No fucking way." Because a different character was my least favorite character, and if you know what I mean, if you're piecing things together, I was so upset. I wanted to like rage quit watching it basically, but I was like, no, I've already gone so far. I can't like rage quit. But I was heated. The alter idea I have could be interpreted in two ways: predator killer or whale, or casual Kiayama. I do have, because, and it sucks too, because I haven't really, like, I have an idea for my lore, but I haven't like executed anything for my lore technically. So if you want, you can do a cat. If you want, if you, like you said, if you want to design anything, right? If you want to draw anything just for the fun of it, right? Maybe a casual thing, and then once I release more for my lore, like, you can kind of go crazy if you want, you know. Because I have an idea of what I want to do. Actually, maybe I should try to make this carpet bigger. But I'm always scared of like releasing my lore without like having anything done, because I low-key want to do like a manga style kind of for like a lore video or something. That costs money, so that's the only reason I haven't really done that. Archer is awesome at our accent extra. Is he really? Okay. He's such a cool character too. Oh, I was so mad. I was genuinely so mad. But he's such a cool character. Should I do like this carpet maybe? That's too small. That's too big. Imagine going to someone's home and just this massive, too massive carpet. Maybe something like this, potentially. Unless I just do it. No. I'm trying to find something that is sized correctly, or like that will look fine if I put it out. Maybe this one. Well, this doesn't look bad actually, maybe, but it's just a little awkward because like this chair is like this, unless I position this chair like that, so it's like more open. I could do that actually. And then I can have this carpet be like, I want it this like pattern, but I want it in like a different color. Dang, I'm so close. I'm so close to getting what I want. Hold on. I have ideas. Oh, maybe, hold on. What other colors do you have? No, never mind. He is a definition of looking back at your past actions and cringing. He really is. Drop the lore right now. I'll make some peak. I don't know. I always feel like, okay, so I always get a little scared sharing my lore, not because it's like bad, right? Because every VTuber has lore, right? Which is true, right? But I don't know what it is, but I always feel so cringy sharing lore. Like, I don't know, like, because I'm also low-key a little bit of like a chunie, like a chunibyo. If you don't know what a chunie is, basically, right? It's like, you know those kids in middle school who are like, oh, you don't understand my power that I hold. I'm actually, you know, my name is actually Raven Edgelord, like psychopath. You don't know the darkness that dwells in my heart. You know, stuff like that, right? Like, you know, or like I'm living this life as a normal human, but in reality I'm actually the queen or the princess of this lost land, and I need a, you know that cringy shit, right? Like, not that I was quite like that in middle school. I wasn't to that extreme. I definitely was cringe, but not to that extreme, right? But I've always low-key been a little like edgy for certain tastes. You know, I do like a little bit of my edge, you know? And so my lore is obviously just a little cringe, just a little edgy, you know? But so I have like my subconscious being like, man, this lore is so cool. I love this lore. I really enjoy it. But then I have like my front consciousness being like, bro, that's so fucking cringe. Don't ever tell anyone that. But I know I just gotta like not think about it too hard. So I get really like embarrassed talking about my lore. um, but I'll see now that I'll be indie at least in like a week. I'll see if I'm. Oops, I don't want the ground to break like that. What I can put together for like an official lore video. You know, I like Shiro. Sword boy just wants to save people. He's a little dumb, because of extreme PTSD. I don't know. Shiro just like there's things to his character where I'm just not a really big fan. But I think it's a me thing because I'm also not a big fan of very righteous, like overly righteous characters, where like for example like Will from Baldur's Gate, like I just really couldn't get behind his character. Like, you know, some people really like them, I just really was not like the biggest fan of him. And I don't know what it is, I'm just not a big fan of like righteous people who are like I don't want to commit any evils, I'm gonna be like only a good person, I'm gonna, you know, stuff like that. Like in my head I'm kind of like lame, boring, unrealistic, boo, get off the stage. That's just me. Again, going back to my taste for slightly edgy things, right? That's just me personally. So I think that's why I really like Archer, because Archer is kind of like the opposite, right? Where he is like has a little bit to that edge on him, you know. He's a little more like, you know, not that he's a negative person, right? But he's a little more grounded in like realistic ideas and like, oh, some evils must be committed for good things to come out of it, you know, type of thing. Like the what's the word? Like the a needed evil, or I thought that there's a phrase for it, you know, oh, a necessary evil. There you go. If my pants turn brown, run. I've always edging as well. Edgy. I was like, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, didn't even know that. All my favorite characters are insane people: Moon Knight, Punisher, Joker, Green Goblin. Yeah, I mean, of course, at least for me, there's a specific limit of how much edge I can handle for things, right? But there definitely is like, I don't know. I do generally enjoy, like, for example, there's an anime that I've been trying to get into recently, and not trying as in like, oh, it's so hard to watch, like just like I keep forgetting to watch it. Ooh, I forgot what it's called. I'm blanking. I always forget the name, but like there's a very iconic scene tied to the anime, and I'm watching it because of it. But it's where like the guy, he's like wearing all black and he's like a hood on and everything, right? And he goes like, I am atomic, you know. I forgot what anime that is, but low key that scene fucking goes hard. I don't know what it is, but like he's kind of low key aura farming, and I can get behind an edgy aura farming character. In the visual novel, there is an option for Shiro to kill Really? I think he should do that. I think Shinji should be I think life should let him go. I hate that character so much. Oh, maybe this carpet I've been looking for a carpet. Like, it's so... I don't know why I can't decide on carpets. Harley Quinn as well, but Batman is a rich man that beats up poor insane people, and in a Hollywood costume, Batman gives a poor man a traumatic brain injury to a guy that put soda in his free water cup. I mean, but isn't canonically like Batman also a very like, he's a very caring person, right? Like I'm trying to think of like, because I know I forgot what show it's from, but I know there's an episode in a show where Batman has to go kill a little girl who has like psychic abilities because how strong she is, and she basically is one of those things where like she's gonna destroy the entire world unless like someone stops her. Unfortunately, stops her in a permanent way, right? And so he gets sent in to like do the job, right? And she's like sitting on like a little like swing, right? And he ends up not doing anything to her, right? He lets her like, because she's also, I believe, oop, I hit my desk. I believe in the episode she's also like terminally ill. So it's one of those things of like either Batman puts a stop to her or she'll just do it on her own type of thing, if you know what I mean, like bodily. And where Batman doesn't like he just sits with her, right? He just sits with her and like lets her pass on her own with his company, because I think she even tells him like, oh, I'm just afraid of dying, is it okay if you stay with me, right? And he like, you know, he like lets her, right? And I think it's like moments like that where, while Batman is a really cool and edgy character, I do also really enjoy that like the, what's the word, the contrast, or no, like the flip side of him, basically, where um like, yeah, he like, sure, he beats up people, right? And he's like very edgy, and he's like, oh, I'm doing this for my family, to avenge my parents, right, type of thing. But he also is very understanding of like, not everyone who is doing this because they're evil. It's more of like the situation that they kind of found themselves in, or like, you know, somebody's mentally ill, things like that. And I don't know, I really enjoy that of his character, personally. But I forgot what show. I think it's not Batman Beyond. I forgot what the show was. I'm struggling to find a carpet. I've just been clicking on different carpets trying to find like what goes best, and I'm struggling here. What about you? I'm trying to think like what will go on in an elderly woman's home. Maybe this one. Where'd it go? Maybe a soft. I don't know. Actually, maybe not this carpet. Yeah, look at his interactions with Alice, or with Ace in Justice League Unlimited. Oh, little same wavelength. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, fuck, what was the show? I know it was a show. I always see the clip. I'm not that I've watched the show, but I've always seen that clip, and I'm always like, oh, how heartwarming, you know? Batman Beyond isn't even Bruce, though. Isn't it? But I mean, there's also other examples I know, too, of, like, him being very, like, compassionate towards villains. Like, there's, and again, I'm so bad at remembering the comic names and stuff like that. 'Cause I'm not, like, crazy into it, right? I just kind of see things in passing. But I know there is a comic, where I forgot the villain's name, but he's like a freezing villain. Like, he just freezes things, right? Like, his whole thing is about like snow and ice and stuff like that, right? I believe he breaks out of prison, and like, you know, Batman obviously has to go like find him, bring him back in and stuff like that. But then he finds out that the reason why he broke out of prison wasn't because he wanted to go off and commit more atrocities, right? It was actually because he wanted to, I believe, bring flowers to his wife's grave. And Batman lets him have his moment, you know, at the grave, right? He doesn't like get there and immediately beat him up and like take him to prison type of thing, right? He sees him and he's like, okay, I'll give you your time, right? And he gives him as much time he needs. And then at the end of it, he's like, okay, like whenever you're ready, we'll go back together, type of thing, right? And I don't know, it's like moments like that, like, that I really enjoy, like Batman's like character, because, you know, I think there really is a lot to his character that kind of gets like overshadowed by like definitely the movies, because there's like a lot of movies out there that like make him look very like apathetic and very like, I don't care, I'm just gonna beat you up, you know, type of thing, right? No, it's just things like that, right? I enjoy his character. I enjoy that kind of like contrasting characters. Yeah, he's Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze's wife died, and he helped trying to bring his wife back. Yeah, something like that. I like I said, I don't remember like the stories or anything. You know what? I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm just gonna pick one of these carpets. I'm just gonna pick this carpet, and we'll go with this one. I can't size it right. Never mind. We're not going with this one. Fuck it. I'm so bad at picking carpets. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about me. This one, because it looks cool. Or is it too cool? What about this one? I don't even know what kind of vibe I'm going with the carpet, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Cause I want something that's kind of like feels like a home. Maybe we'll just go with this one. I'll go with the default on this one. Okay. Oops. And then... Oh, but this one doesn't have the right... I just wanted it to be a specific size. This was way too big. Should I just go with this one? I think this is one of the ones I was looking at originally. Should I just go with this one? Alright, fuck it. I'll go with this one. I can't figure out another color. I'll figure out eventually. I think this area is looking a lot more like a home, right? I think it looks a lot better. And then, ooh, okay, I think I have an idea for this corner. Because I was like, something's missing here. Here's the TV. I fucking knew it. There's a TV here. I knew it. I don't know why. Because it's a TV, retro TV console. I don't know why this didn't show up. I knew this was a fucking TV here. Let me see. If I put, like... something here. Something. Let me see. Maybe like this? No. Like something that would like block, not block the area off, but kind of create a separation, you know what I mean? Hell, he was empathetic in the Lego Batman movie and sacrificed himself for Gotham. Oh, did he really? I've actually never watched any of the Batman or like the Lego movies. I know they're good, but I've just never had the time to like actually get into them. Huh. Let me see. Something just kind of like... Or maybe I should put another bookcase maybe? But no, I think that's too many bookcases if I do that. Unless... Let's see what I can make work here. But then you kind of don't see the vibe. Like, you don't see, like, the people next over to you. Let's see. Oh, unless... No, it kind of looks a little weird. We're not doing that. Maybe cubbies? No, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I need to add something in this little spot just to kind of make it more, like, put together, if you know what I mean. And I know The Sims did add a lot. They added a lot recently. And I think I have almost all the packs at least all the major big packs. So I should have something that would go there. I just don't know what needs to go there. Maybe I should just put the the aquarium right there. Can you imagine? Or if I put the aquarium right here in this corner? And the plant right there. That kind of is a little bit of a vibe. A little bit maybe tight. Kind of. A little bit. It's a little tight. But I think it like takes up the space there. Let me see. Maybe it's a dining room. Oh, maybe there's something here. Let me see. Oh, what if I had a little like... Oops. I spent that too much. Like a divider, maybe? Or cabinet. Ooh, actually, maybe a cabinet might be what I'm thinking of. If I do... What's a good brown color? Like a corner cabinet, maybe. I'm so indecisive when it comes to these things. I'm like, what do I want to build here? What is it that I'm looking for? Okay, I'm just gonna go maybe something like this. It looks a little awkward, I think, maybe like that, but you know, it's fine. It's actually no, I don't like it. Never mind. I'm so horribly indecisive. Move the plant. Like, not right here? You don't like it right there? Maybe like right here. That's probably better. Oh, I could probably put like an end table on the couch. Like a little small one, like something like, what am I thinking of? Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. Or unless it's like smaller. Unless I put like an end table right here. But I mean, that's too close. Maybe not. I'm so bad at figuring out like small spaces. DC Deadass had some weird ass villains. Like a codpiece and Snowflame on one gun and his So like, when can we expect a karaoke stream? Bro, I don't know if you want to hear me do karaoke. I get so nervous. Better plant spot. I'm getting another Mountain Dew. I'll be right back. Oh my god. I don't know. I definitely don't sing good, but I'm pretty sure everyone's like, oh, well, no one really sings, you know. But I always get like so paranoid. I'm always like, oh, I feel like I should be able to sing. I don't know. I want to take like official courses on how to sing. And I have looked at some teachers in my area, but like I still get very nervous. I don't know. But I do want to have a karaoke stream, but I just don't know if I have the guts to do it, you know, the bravery to do it. I have a couple songs I intend to cover, at least I want to cover. But I always like second guess myself, like, oh, is it gonna sound good? Can I actually do it? Can I actually pull it off? There you go. I can't speak. Kiayama, I want you to design my house, is what I would say if I won the lotto. Do you like this layout? I don't know if this is a layout with a lot of hours into it, only because a lot of trial and error. Here, we'll do a little walkthrough first. Actually, I'll get rid of some of this because I don't think I'm gonna go with this stuff. Oh wait, actually, no, never mind. Maybe I'll put like a random chair here. Why not? Okay, here. Let's do a little house tour so far. Okay, let's see. Let's look in. It's comfy. Is it? I hope so. Okay. Let me zoom out. Hella. So this is the walk-in area. This is how it looks like when you walk in. There's a front door right here. Hopefully, I'm really hoping these plants don't get in the way of the Sims. Like, I don't want the characters to be like, I can't walk through this door because this thing's in the way or something, you know. So hopefully it works out because it looks really, really pretty. I really like it. And then you have this little living room area and then open area right here. I feel like I need to add something here, but maybe not. Maybe this open area is fine. Clover. My fat cat's on my desk. Are you hungry? Is that why you're here? I fed you. Don't bite the mic. Okay, I'll continue with the tour. But yeah, so here we walk in and there's a little, I'm a big fan of this little open window into the kitchen. But yeah, the what's it called? The bookshelf there. Yeah, the TV, a little fireplace, some nice windows. And you have a little bar. This is gonna be this is the living room, this perspective. And this is the bathroom right here. It looks a little dated, but that's kind of what I wanted. And then going to the kitchen. Here's the dining room. I think very homey. And the kitchen area. Here, let me scoot up a little bit so to match the view. But yeah. I don't know, I feel like this kitchen would be super cute to be in, and then you can look out and be like, oh, we have guests or something, you know, like, I don't know. I think it's very cute. And that's kind of all I have so far. I don't really have anything upstairs just yet. And then down here, or not down here, but over here, I just have this so far. That's all I got. Needs more live, laugh, wall decor. You're right. Does the cat eat lasagna? No. Funny enough, she doesn't eat human food, but she does eat a lot. But she eats a lot. Start with tequila. You can't go wrong with singing tequila. Tequila. Wood burning stove. Awesome. I know. I'm a big fan of a little rustic look. Clover. Are you hungry? I think you're hungry. I'll feed you in a bit. Let's see. Well, I have been streaming. I'm sorry. She's like on my on my desk. But I have been streaming for about 2.5 hours. This is probably a good point for me to stop right here. Cause I think I'm kind of done with the living room. I think. Except I just need to add more decor. But I want to say overall, I'm probably... Sorry, my tracking keeps losing. She keeps jumping over on my desk. But I think the living room is kind of done. So probably the next time I stream this, at least this house build, I'll get to the bedrooms up here. And then after that, I'll get to like the outside of like actually, you know, making like the outside look really nice and pretty and everything. And then, yeah. 10 thank you, I appreciate it. I worked hard. This house is so hard to build. I made the worst layout for it ever. You're gonna go get some food. See y'all later, bye. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. And then, you know, if you let me know if you guys have any questions about, you know, like anything on the server or anything, you know, like any questions you may have in terms of like streaming and stuff like that, like what my streaming schedule is gonna look like, these, you know, any questions you guys will have, basically just let me know. Because ultimately most things are just gonna go like business as usual type of thing, but I wanted to have like a stream when the announcement went out, so that way everyone can kind of be on the same page, no confusion or anything. But yeah, I will see everyone. I think I'm streaming, actually let me double check, let me save, and then let me look at my schedule really fast just to double check, because I posted my schedule last night, like super late. I think like 1 a.m. my time I posted my schedule. Okay, so I won't be streaming tomorrow actually, so, and then on Tuesday I'll be streaming, but I'll just be chatting, just regular talking. That's gonna be at 6 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. CST, and 9 p.m. EST. I'll be playing Vampire Therapist again on Wednesday. Same time frame, 6 p.m., you know, so on and so forth. And then I'll have Thursday, Friday off. And then on Saturday, I'll be playing Dr. Goose. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming that on Twitch or YouTube just yet, but I'll be playing with Calliope. I've played with her before on a couple streams, so I'll make sure I link her account and everything too. So I'm excited to play that. I've never played Dr. Goose, so I'm really excited to play it. But yeah, that's kind of the schedule's looking like so far. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye, Kiayama. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you too. But I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Bye bye. Don't leave. I'm sorry. I gotta. Hi, Kit. Sorry, Kit. I'm about to end stream right now. But thank you for stopping by on my stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.